Today, we're diving into the mysterious major incidents that have happened in One Piece. From the battles of Edwarar to the Rocky Point incident and even the Payback War, there are so many events that have yet to be fully revealed. Unraveling these incidents could potentially connect to future developments in the story. The relationships between the characters might also be linked to these events, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on going forward. If you have any new theories on your own interpretations about these incidents, please share them in the comments. Hey, and if you've shared something new that you weren't aware of, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to this channel. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's dive into the Edwarar naval battle. This episode, interestingly enough, isn't featured in the main story, but it's in a special volume called Strong World. The volume was a special giveaway for the 2009 movie One Piece film Strong World. The story kicks off with Roger's execution in Logtown, which is the starting point of the first volume, marking the beginning of the Great Pirate Era. What's captivating is that the events of Volume 0 occur 3 years prior to this. It focuses on the battle off of the east coast of Edwarar, primarily between Roger and Shiki. Now, this battle begins with Shiki's attempt to recruit Roger as his right-hand man for world domination, knowing the whereabouts of a certain weapon. Shiki possessing immense power and ambition aimed for the pinnacle of the world. However, Roger had no interest in such domination and firmly refused Shiki's offer. This refusal sparked a major conflict between the two. Those who have seen the movie might have known that Shiki is a user of the float fruit that's capable of making himself levitate. He can also make objects that he touches levitate, but this ability comes with a weakness. While levitating, he becomes extremely vulnerable to strong winds and bad weather. In the movie, he targets Nami, who has a perfect understanding of the weather to overcome this weakness. Now, in the Battle of Edwarar, Roger was surrounded by Shiki's fleet-sized forces, putting him at a significant disadvantage. However, a sudden storm during the battle dramatically changed the course of the fight. The storm led to the sinking of more than half of the Golden Lion pirates' fleet. And Shiki himself suffered a severe injury with a ship's wheel lodged in his head, ending the battle in a draw. This outcome thwarted Shiki's ambition and furthered Roger's legend. And behind this battle, there might be something more than just coincidence. The world of One Piece is filled with numerous mysteries and foreshadowings, and many of which remain unsolved. There could be a significant meaning behind this battle as well. Currently, there are 3 main theories regarding this battle. The first theory attributes it to sheer luck. The D-Clan in One Piece has survived numerous miraculous scenes. Characters like Luffy and Blackbeard have repeatedly escaped near-death situations. The rough seas of the New World, combined with the sturdiness of Tom's ship, the Oro Jackson, significantly contribute to their survival. The second theory suggests that Roger used some kind of weapon. The true nature of the weapon that Shiki referred to, which Roger supposedly knew about, remains a mystery. It's speculated in some quarters to be Uranus, the only entity in the series whose clues have not been revealed. Additionally, the poneglyph that records its location is yet to be found. Roger, as the first pirate to reach Roadstar Island, may have acquired crucial information, especially from the events at God Valley. Uranus, interpreted as a god controlling weather, aligns perfectly with the circumstances of Roger's victory. This also adds a new dimension to Rayleigh's quote, "Believe in the Oro Jackson." It might not just signify confidence against Shiki's attack, but a belief in the ship's strength to withstand any storm. The third theory revolves around the enigmatic figure known as the Man with 5 Scars. While details about him remain unclear, urban legends suggest that ships approaching him get swallowed by a giant whirlpool. Doesn't this sound familiar to the situation in the battle involving the Roger pirates? Various theories link different characters like Solo and Dragon to the Man with Fire Scars, even suggesting he might have been a member of Roger's pirates. It's possible that Roger had a strategy during that battle. The fact that only Buggy seemed terrified, unlike the rest of the crew, suggests they knew something. Recall how Straw Hat pirates prepared for the battle at the entrance to Fishman Island, reacting to Luffy's resolve with the preparation of a coup de burst. This indicates that the crew, except Buggy, might have been aware of a secret plan. Now, let's delve into the Payback War. This was a conflict between the Blackbeard pirates and the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates, initiated by Whitebeard's remnants as a challenge to Blackbeard, who had killed Whitebeard in the Summit War. The outcome was a devastating defeat for the Whitebeard pirates, solidifying Blackbeard's position as one of the 4 emperors. Blackbeard, possessing the power to destroy the world with the Tremor Fruit ability, along with the Dark Fruit ability that nullifies others' powers, was a formidable opponent. Despite the Whitebeard's strength, they were no match for Blackbeard. The Payback War resulted in the disappearance of the Whitebeard captains. Although a melee was expected, it's believed that the battle saw one-on-one fights among the top brass. Key matchups likely included Blackbeard versus Marco, Burgess versus Josu, Shiro versus Vista, and Aguar versus Aizo. Given that Marco and his team were said to have suffered a crushing defeat, it's assumed that the Blackbeard pirates demonstrated overwhelming strength and emerged victorious. Following the Payback War, Marco reappeared, and we hope that the other captains were also safe. Now, let's explore the Rocky Port incident. This significant event involved Law, Kobe, and Blackbeard, leading to Law joining the 7 warlords of the sea and Blackbeard becoming the boss of Hachinosu. Let's summarize the known information about this incident. First, Law was a mastermind behind the incident, and Kobe protected the civilians. Secondly, the event occurred in Rocky Port of Hachinosu. Thirdly, Law stole 100 hearts. Lastly, thanks to Kobe's efforts, Blackbeard was able to defeat Wang Ji directly. These events led to Kobe being hailed as a hero, Law's admission into the 7 warlords, and Blackbeard's rise as the boss of the Hachinosu. The information about the Rocky Port incident is quite complex and fragmented. Currently, the most plausible theory is that Wang Ji's ability, like Hawkins, could directly interfere with the lives of third parties. The incident was orchestrated by Law to join the 7 warlords of the sea, and it's believed that Blackbeard eventually defeated Wang Ji. Looking more closely, the plot revolved around Law, who, as the ringleader, initiated the event. Law extracted the hearts of 100 pirates and submitted them to the Marines to become a warlord. He is thought to have sought the 7 warlord status to access Punk Hazard, which his sole focus at the time being revenge against Doflamingo. Thus, he likely targeted Hachinosu, a haven for pirates, for his attack. Given the potential difficulty of a full-scale war with Wang Ji, Law must have carefully chosen the timing for heart extraction. Moreover, if Wang Ji possessed an ability to interfere with others' lives, being held hostage by the Marines would have been disadvantageous for him. In the Rocky Port incident, Law's theft of hearts led to a battle between the Navy, led by Kobe and the Wang Ji pirates. Amidst the chaos, Kobe managed to liberate civilians and slaves. It's speculated that Wang Ji, who could interfere with the lives of third parties, weakened as these people were freed, culminating in Blackbeard delivering the final blow. However, this is just a hypothesis based on the current information and may change with new developments. This explanation aligns with why Law and Kobe seem to not be awkward with each other in the movie Film Red. Additionally, Law's query about whether all the pirate officers are ability users implies he had little observation of their combat, participating only briefly at the end. This scenario fits Blackbeard's cunning strategy, reminiscent of how he attacked a weakened Whitebeard during the Summit War. While this is one of the many theories, it's an intriguing perspective to consider. Now, let's delve into the God Valley incident. This event is a legendary tale within the Navy, marking the moment Garp became known as a Navy hero. It happened 38 years ago at a place called God Valley, where Roger and Garp teamed up to annihilate the Rocks pirates. Following the incident, God Valley disappeared entirely, reminiscent of the fate of islands like O'Hara and Lulusia. Given that the island was allegedly hidden by the government, it suggests that there were some inconvenient truths for the government involved. Flashback scenes depicted native hunts occurring before the God Valley event. These hunts, held every 3 years, were a barbaric game where celestial dragons hunted slaves and indigenous people for sport. Considering that God Valley was not under the world government's jurisdiction and its rich resources, it likely became a chosen venue and target for such reprehensible activities. The flashback scenes were depicted from Kuma's perspective, and what happened after he escaped using his pawpaw fruit abilities was not shown. However, it's conjectured that it was a massive brawl involving fearsome pirates like the Rocks Pirates as well as the Rogers Pirates and Garp. The Rocks Pirates reportedly came to God Valley because the celestial dragons had stolen treasures from a pirate island. This information was leaked by the communication expert Ginny amidst the chaos to facilitate her escape. The treasure of the pirate island, supposedly the target of the Rocks Pirates and Rogers' different objectives, was probably devil fruits, a hypothesis supported by conversations among the Rocks Pirates. Linlin's statement, "Grab what we came for and run," and Kaido's response, "You're pointless, Linlin," suggests this. The fact that Linlin obtained a devil fruit and passed it to Kaido indicates that the treasure was not just a lucrative deal, but likely involved several devil fruits. Given that, the God Valley incident was aimed at several devil fruits, which were the prize, it seems that there is another profitable story. Moreover, Roger's intent seems to be aligned with the fact that there were no ability users in the Roger Pirates, as inferred from his comment. 1 year, huh? How did you spend it? Suggesting he may have just wanted to battle Rocks. Like Blackbeard and Shanks, it's common not to meet even if you intend to for a year. But specifying a period related to devil fruits feels somewhat incongruous. Now, let's dive into the major incident that the Straw Hat Grand Fleet is set to instigate. It's rare for an event to be foreshadowed like this, since no significant event has occurred up to the Egghead chapter. It's likely that their adversaries will either be a Four Emperors pirate crew or the Navy and the world government. Luffy has become a Four Emperors, and both Shanks and Buggy have declared their intentions to seek out One Piece. Blackbeard, meanwhile, appears to be methodically preparing, having defeated Law, who possesses a road poneglyph, and discussing the man with fire scars. There are two main theories regarding this upcoming major event. The first involves Sai and Leo instigating an attempted assassination of a celestial dragon in Mary Joie, claiming affiliation with Straw Hat Luffy. This could lead to a full-scale war with the Navy and world government. The world government had already been challenged, and if a celestial dragon is harmed, it's probable that a Navy admiral would intervene. The current focus on Kuma's past, including his enslavement and the native hunt competition, also suggests that the world government could be the next target. Next, let's explore the potential of an all-out war with the Blackbeard pirates. The reason for engaging in battle with Blackbeard seems to be purely to save Garp. As Garp is family, they would undoubtedly come to his aid upon learning he's in danger. However, this conflict might be averted if the world government recognizes Hachinosu as a member nation. And even if a battle were to occur currently, it would involve Blackbeard and his 10 executives versus Luffy and his 9 companions, making it 11 against 10, which seems somewhat mismatched. Therefore, I believe a confrontation with the Blackbeard pirates might be further down the line. This battle could well be for the title of the Pirate King. Finally, let's discuss two incidents that haven't been explicitly named yet. The first is the Blackbeard pirates' attack on Drum Kingdom. As told by Dalton, the relationship between Blackbeard and Drum Kingdom remains unclear. Now, we can consider two scenarios for this attack. One, where any target would have sufficed, and another where it specifically had to be Drum Kingdom. At the time of the attack, Blackbeard's crew consisted of only 5 members. His next goal appeared to be acquiring some strong crew members. To achieve this, he joined the 7 warlords and infiltrated Impel Down. However, even with a recommendation, Blackbeard's inclusion in the warlords wasn't guaranteed, as vacancies in their ranks are rare. Also, Blackbeard had no bounty at that time. Thus, it's plausible that he planned to attack any country, get himself imprisoned in Impel Down, recruit crew members there, and then break out. Regarding Crocodile's statement about the deviation from the plan, carries a significant implication for him. Another reason for the attack on Drum Kingdom could simply be to obtain food and valuables, or because it was geographically close. If Drum Kingdom was targeted intentionally, it's likely due to its status as a medical powerhouse. Normally, consuming 2 devil fruits causes one's body to disintegrate, but with Blackbeard's unique physique, there's a possibility he visited Drum Kingdom to medically investigate the effects of eating a second devil fruit. But due to some kind of trouble, he destroyed the kingdom. Alternatively, he might have sought to remedy his unique physical condition or sleep issues in Drum Kingdom, but finding no medical solution, destroyed the country in frustration. The peculiarities of Blackbeard's body and his insomnia remain largely unexplained mysteries to this day. Next, let's delve into Madame Shirley's prophecy about the destruction of Fishman Island, which foretells that it will be destroyed by Luffy. Shirley's predictions have never been wrong, so we're considering 2 scenarios here. We'll proceed on the premise that this prophecy might actually come true. The first one involves a misunderstanding, where someone else wearing a straw hat like Luffy's is mistaken for him. The second scenario is that Luffy somehow causes the island's destruction, but given his character, it's unlikely to be intentional. Do you remember the scene where the straw hat appeared in addition to Luffy's straw hat? Do you remember that scene in Marijois where Imu ominously gazes at a straw hat? There are also hints that Imu might be targeting Princess Shirahoshi, who is known to be the ancient weapon Poseidon. Now, it makes sense why the world government would be interested in her. There's a possibility that someone from the government wearing a straw hat could be responsible for the destruction of Fishman Island. In the scenario where Luffy is the cause, it's more likely to be an unintended consequence rather than a deliberate action, as destroying something intentionally doesn't really align with Luffy's nature. Now, let's focus on the location of Fishman Island. With Marijois directly above it, there's a possibility that the collapse of the Red Line could affect the island. Luffy's potential outrage against the actions of the Celestial Dragons might lead to the destruction of the Red Line. Just like the destruction of Nami's room in Arlong Park, Luffy might inadvertently destroy the Red Line while targeting Marijois. The question arises, how will the Red Line be destroyed, and how will the people of Fishman Island be protected? Considering the existence of the ancient weapon Pluton in Wano country, Luffy could play a role in opening up Wano and utilizing Pluton to shatter the Red Line. With Momonosuke at the Shogun of Wano, he has the authority to open the country and might agree to Luffy's request. Fishman Island, being under the Straw Hat's protection with Jinbe's presence, ensures a means of communication. To save the citizens, Noah and Shirahoshi's abilities could come into play. Though Fishman Island might be sacrificed to destroy the world government, Noah's role could fulfill Joy Boy's promise. The collapse of the Red Line might connect all the seas, forming the All Blue. Zeph's remarks in Sanjay's emotional declaration at Fishman Island could have been foreshadowing this event. So, that is my analysis, but what do you all think? And that's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and some ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we'd be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you, as always, for watching until the end. We'll see you in the next video.